This is video number 2 of our series on how to take care of your mouth. Hygiene and nutrition are the two things 50-50 that are just as important as the other for making sure that our mouth is very, very healthy. So, where the teeth meet the gums, the most important thing. Oh, sorry, I just took a tooth out of your mouth. So basically, our plaque accumulates right where the gum line meets our tooth. If we do not know that this is the area to brush, my friend, we are going to have a hard time keeping our teeth. A lot of people are not brushing over here, and when I clean their teeth, I take out big black chunks of calculus, and it could just be prevented with a little bit of knowledge. So check this out. This area right here, right where your mouth, your teeth meet your gums, is the most important place to brush in your mouth. Next to the biting surfaces of your back teeth. Right over here, where we got pits and grooves and valleys of places these tiny bacteria can hide out and chill. And sometimes when we have Doritos or Cheetos caked into these areas, we need to go and take our fingernails or take a toothpick or something and break that stuff up, because those valleys need to be exposed and cleaned, my friend. So many cavities could be prevented this way. So I say 45 degrees, get your toothbrush. This is my toothbrush. This is an Oral-B toothbrush. By the way, shameless plug. Shameless plug. We usually have a raffle going on that if you leave us a review and you go and follow us on social media, you can win one of these. Maybe even 2 of them. Anyway, I use this every day. It's nice. I use usually this, there's a bunch of settings here, but I don't really care how you use it. I care. I don't care what you use, I care how you use it. Life rules. So, this thing right here, if I shove the bristles into this area with a manual toothbrush, you should go 45 degrees into the gum line. With a electronic toothbrush, you should allow the top bristles to go and rest inside of that gum line area. It's going to make a drastic difference in terms of your hygiene in general. So, okay, I went over the top ones. Oh, well, guess what? The most bacteria tends to be right over here. And the teeth are moving a little bit. Hopefully your teeth are moving. If they are, let me help you. So go inside, all the way in here to make sure that we're grabbing all that bacteria, and then go behind your wisdom teeth. Keep them wise. Go behind. Go all the way behind. And for those of you that have cheeks and bones, like the rest of us, sometimes you can move your jaw this way, create a little bit more space to get in behind here and get those surfaces too. In my experience cleaning many teeth, a lot of people have plaque and calculus built up on these last molars right on the side. So you want to keep your teeth healthy, make sure you treat all of your teeth with love. Very important. And brushing, angulation matters quite a bit. Flossing, you might say to yourself, Tarab, I don't floss. You might say to me, hey, you, I don't floss. Well, there's a lot of cavities that form in between teeth, especially these back guys right here. A lot of cavities form right over there. And the reason is because these macroscopic bacteria, they like to hang out in places that we can't brush. And as it turns out, our teeth are really close together. This kind of represents it, but these two also move. And they're a little bit spaced apart. But right here, if you see, there is basically no space. So when there's basically no space, your toothbrush isn't going to get there. And as it turns out, your teeth don't move nearly as much as this because your bones are strong and you're awesome. So flossing, very big deal. Very important part of making sure that we don't get cavities in between our teeth that we can't get with a toothbrush. Flossing, go up one side of this little V and go up the other side of this little V. That means you have to floss twice as much in order to floss properly. Now, you might think to yourself, hey, I have a water pick. Water picks are cool. As long as you remember, you got to go up this side and you got to go up this side. Every single one of your teeth has this beautiful V-shaped gingiva. And guess what? It's movable. There's actually a couple millimeters of space right below that gum that still is attached to your teeth. This is kind of like retracted gingiva in general. But if I go and show you, right in here, you can move that gum. If it's healthy gum, it's not going to hurt that much. And if it's bleeding, pro tip, if it's bleeding, brush it. If it hurts, clean it. Always in your mouth. If it hurts, clean it. Oh, wow. Look at that image. So I was talking about pH in the last video. Very, very important to remember that if you eat anything, and you might think sugar, well, I'm eating salt. That's not sugar. It all breaks down into carbohydrates, my friend, which is our source of energy, which is sugar, glucose, different forms of glucose. And so eating a nut versus eating what's my favorite candy? A Reese's is going to affect your mouth differently, but the bacteria do not discriminate. They eat it all. And the point of intake of food, they're going to start producing acid because they basically shit it out. And make sure that this period is as short as possible. And then you're into that 4-hour fasting period. And then you're chilling. This period up here is where your mouth is recovering, where that pH is being balanced by your saliva and making sure that you are nice and equilibrated. Down here, if we stay here all day by drinking pop, by sipping on our coffee for 12 hours, by snacking on that amazing, what was I eating the other day? Girl Scout cookie spheres, you're going to have acidic pH that's going to break down your teeth regardless of what you do, my friends. So, another part of nutrition that I think is very, very important is for those of you that tend to have skeptical eating habits. Now, simple enough, a banana, you might think to yourself, is healthy. A banana is broken down into less glucose than a bread, a naan bread. I love this naan bread. I'm a brown man, so I eat some naan every now and then. But rice is just like this, our dough, any sort of pizza that we eat, a lot like this. A lot more carbs in something, a lot more sugar in your diet, and guess what? You might be diabetic and you might not even eat sugar. You might just eat rice all day. You might just eat pizza all day. And though this is technically has a lot more sugar in it, or it feels like it's sweet, chances are that this is actually having a far worse effect on your system. Well, there's a lot of diets out there that said limit the carbs. And I tried to make the point to someone one time that some of the healthiest people in the world eat carbs, and their relationships matter. And yes, they matter, but the other smart person on the table shut me down pretty quick, and they said, listen, man, the reason those people live for so long, the green zones, is because they actually live on a carbohydrate deficit. So if you want to lose weight and you want to have not diabetes and probably feel better overall, eat less carbs. It'll be good for you. Now, when that fat and those carbs are allowed to come into our system, for instance, if we eat a lot of frozen food, if we eat a lot of fatty food in general, those lipids tend to accumulate along our blood vessels. And those blood vessels constrict, and then we have hypertension, this terrible thing that causes our heart to work really hard to pump this poor blood through our entire body. So I tell you, the mouth is the portal into your body, my friend. Eat healthy, try your very best, have a good relationship with food, take on some fasting in your life, and you will feel better, and thus be able to give back to communities better, your family better, and frankly, you'll probably just wake up feeling better. Lots of water is really good for you too, because water ends up creating red blood cells. More blood, more oxygen to your muscles, to your body, a happier brain. Truth will be told. Actualize your potential catalyst, nutrition, and your hygiene. 50-50. Keep your body healthy, keep your mouth healthy, and always actualize your potential catalyst. Because this world needs you. Take care of yourself. Dr. Tarab Rai signing off from Franklin Dental Care and Dentures, hoping you all of the peace and prosperity that life can offer. And laugh a little. It's good for you. Take care.